Okay, hello everybody. We're sharing this video with you so that hopefully when we meet on Friday, we don't take up all of your planning time. We kind of want to do a flipped learning style where you learn about the information and then you come to us on Friday and ask questions to clarify information and to make sure that we all are on the same page. So the first part of the introduction that we're talking about is our goal for student growth process training. So the goal is for you to understand the GSG and how it is going to help your students and you yourself grow. Okay, so these are the different steps that we're going to take today. We're going to plan, talk about instruction, talk about our learning environment, and our professional practices and responsibilities. So on the screen, you're seeing our outcomes for our session. Take a moment to read these to yourself. As we go through today's session, you'll be deepening your understanding of the GSG process. Take a moment to reflect on our appraisal process. Our focus today is on the GSG, which is the goal for student growth set by the teacher to help with plan instruction and drive the students' learning throughout the year. In just a few moments, you'll have an opportunity to dig a little deeper as you consider how the GSG fits in the appraisal process for SAFAIR. But first, let's consider the vision and guiding principles of the goal for student growth. The vision of the goal for student growth, the GSG, is to provide a framework of continuous dialogue between teachers and appraisers to support the growth for students throughout the year. The GSG provides meaningful framework to support student growth and instructional process. It's different than the goal setting for professional development, which is the GSPD, which you're also learning about. That's more for the teachers to focus on student outcomes, but the GSPD serves to support the teacher's own professional growth. So that's like if you're attending a professional conference to grow your learning about writing and how to become a better writing teacher, that is not the goal for students. The goal for students would be more personal and directly impacting their learning. Beginning the 2017 school year and 18 school year, the student growth became a required component of the teacher appraisal. Districts were allowed to spend the year developing and piloting their own local process for measuring student growth. And so the district took that path. This year, the district has folded the Gsg process into Cftess. Oops. In order to better understand how the GSG folds into and complements Cftess, you are provided with a handout. So you'll get this handout attached to your email as well. Take the moment to read the handout and highlight notes so that you can understand what you're creating when you talk about the goal for student growth process. So as you consider what we've shared today and what you're gaining from the handout, take moments to reflect on these questions. In what way does the GSG process what you already do for student growth? So think about our goal folders that we're establishing this year and how the goal folders are going to help you not only track your students' personal goal, but also let them track their own goal and let them take initiative of where they are with their goal and what they need to do to make sure that they're accomplishing their goals. What are some key differences between the GSPD and the GSG? How does the process align? What support do you need from the appraiser from each part of the process? Okay. At this point, you should have a clear overview of the GSG, and we're going to be meeting with you to talk about your GSG for your students. When we talk about your personal goal as well, that's when you'll review what your GSG is. If you have any questions, please let any of us know. Like I said, you'll have a little bit of questions to answer about the GSG, and then we'll discuss it more in detail and in depth when we meet on Friday. I also want to show you the handout. So it's on here. So let's go on here. So it kind of provides you like exactly what to do on here, and it gives you some examples as well. So if you look through the handout, it should talk to you about how it works and what it's for. It talks to you about the phases that you have to do, phase 1, to determine what focus you're going to do, what TEKS, and what student group. So, for example, if you're going to focus on your ESL students and them excelling at least one level of proficiency in TELPAS, that could be your goal. Your TEKS would actually be the ELPS in those strands. And then this would be how are you going to document that. So TELPAS comes later on. So you would have to have a way to monitor that they are growing before the TELPAS exam. And then the end of the year conference with us would be the goal. Okay, so here's an example, and this will all come in your email. So here's an example of the trends. So all this will be coming to you. And all of these you don't have to complete on here because you don't have to complete these on here because here's kind of like the ESL one that I was talking about. Because this you're going to type into the GSPG system later on. So you don't need to work it out on here. If you want to pre-plan, you can totally do that and type it out on here and then just copy and paste it. But and I can go ahead and show you how that'll look. So when you go to staff, you're going to go to the growth right here under staff development. You'll click on that. And so you'll log in. Mine's going to look different than yours. But you'll go into my learning. And then there's my compliance course that I haven't done. But my appraisal is where you would enter your information. Mine looks a little bit different, like I said, but in my appraisal, that's where you should click on to see what your system shows. Okay,